So I wanted to do a quick video on the Alycia Baumgardner and Shields altercation. But first, I wanted to say how shameful and how ashamed of themselves these bloggers should be, always talking about the way that Claressa Shields looks. That's a person in there. She a person. She got feelings and desires and stuff. And you talk about her personality, but she always got to come out swinging because look how everybody is trying. Why are y'all doing that to that little girl? That's a little. I mean, like she's 26 or whatever, but like, why y'all doing that? Every video is how she look. What that got to do with boxing? You could make a video about her messing with a married man or whatever, but all these videos about how she looked. I heard this two Spanish guys, but really one Spanish guy. He loved to make videos based on how she looked. Like that's not right. That's a person there. Of course, this her whole life. People been doing exactly what y'all doing. The whole internet think it's okay to gang up on this one little girl. Why? Because she messing with papoose, who everybody initially was for her messing with. She don't have no good personality because her whole life she had to like build up this armor and this facade to combat the people that everybody that's going against her. She fighting the whole internet all by herself. She don't got nobody. Even her family coming against her. Now her best friend coming against her. All she got is that married man. So now to me, Alycia Baumgardner, she's jealous of Claressa Shields. She jealous of Claressa Shields because Claressa Shields is women's boxing. See, Alycia Baumgardner, I saw a video where she was saying that she should be the face of women's boxing because she's the total package, meaning the way that she looks and she boxes. But see, the thing is, what she hate is that boxing is not a package deal. You feel what I'm saying? So when when I saw Claressa Shields arguing with her, she said, "Worry about your own relationship." What do Alycia Baumgardner, why is she discussing Claressa Shields' relationship? What do they have to discuss? They're not friends, clearly. So why are you discussing her personal relationship at a professional event? Right? Because the reason why is because she wants to make boxing about morality, character, and physical appearance as well as boxing. But you can, no matter what we all do, no matter what y'all all do, y'all can down the way the girl look, y'all could down the way her character, but all of that, it don't matter when it comes to who is really the Gwoat. Now I don't know who the Gwoat is, right? Um, I don't know if it's Ann Wolf. I don't know if it's Layla Ali. I don't know if it's Clarissa. I don't know if it's Serrano. And there's probably some other names I don't know. But guess who name not gonna be in that conversation? Alycia Baumgardner. She not even in the running, and that's what she hate because I don't know that much about women's boxing. But what I do know is what she hate is that Claressa Shields is women's boxing. I saw a video where she said she didn't ever want to be in the undercard of Claressa Shields. Why? You saying that because of her dating a married man? But boxing don't have nothing to do with that. And I think you being the undercard of her is how we even found out about you. That's why you got to keep her name in your mouth so that people can, when they think about you, they thinking about her. And when they think about her, they think about you. You know what I'm saying? You riding her coattails. If it wasn't no Claressa Shields, nobody would be thinking about you. unless it was for a modeling gig or something like that. When people say who the best boxers, your name don't come up unless they say who the best looking boxers, and you know that. And so it must be some type of like, you a boxer. You know what I'm saying? You like to box. Now first of all, I'm not criticizing anybody's boxing skills. That's not what I'm doing. You know, um, I took a class at Title Boxing, and the second class, I think I threw my shoulder. So I'm not the one to talk about nobody boxing skills, right? But or class, it's really like a boxer size, but she want to be the face of women's boxing, but she can't be. And so she think that if she broaden the scope of it to include looks and to include character, then she can be the face. But that's not taking away nothing from Claressa Shields' talent and the fact that she is the one that really put women's boxing back on the map. You ought to be thanking her instead of acting like you want to be her enemy. But you just want to be her enemy because you want to ride her coattails. You want to make y'all two in the same sentence. And the only way y'all would be in the same sentence is petty arguing. Cause y'all never be in the same sentence when it comes to skill or talent or who the best. Y'all wouldn't be in the same sentence. So you just trying to put yourself in the same sentence with her. Because y'all at a professional event, you mentioning her personal relationship, and then you say, I would beat your behind, I beat your ass right now. And then once she slaps you, because y'all having a personal exchange, if you're talking about her personal relationship, that's a personal exchange that y'all having. Once she slaps you, then now you want to get all professional. Now, because of your personal dig or whatever, now she has to suffer professionally. How much restraint you want Claressa Shields to show? You in her face, you know what I'm saying, talking about her relationship, and it don't have nothing to do with you. And then you saying that you're gonna beat her behind right now. Okay, then she slapped you, and that was a light slap. She could have really got at you. How close she was to you. But see, here's the thing. You talking about you gonna fight her at 147. You said that you was gonna beat her ass right then. So how come when she slapped you, how come you ain't hit her with the two-piece, right? How come you stepped back, looked around, started talking to the crowd, and then didn't you call the police? Ain't you about to press charges? Because with people like that, with people like that, I don't, with people like that, they think that if they can get, it's not about being better than Claressa Shields, right? She just want to like have Claressa out of the running, you know. But you will never I don't know. I don't think you will ever be the best because there's Serrano and there's I don't know. But she jealous of Claressa Shields. All this, oh, I'll fight her at 145. No, you wouldn't. Because you could have fought her at 140. If you really had so much disdain and animosity towards her, where you would never be on the undercard with her, you ready to fight her at 145. Why then, when she slapped you, how come your first instinct wasn't to slap her back? If you really had all that aggression for her. How come your first instinct was to step back and get behind some men? Hmm? Right? And then what you do second? Did you called the police, right? On the girl who asked you was about to kick, right? Yeah, she jealous of Claressa Shields. She jealous because she can't be her. And all the while she be talking about Claressa Shields, she just want to put her name and Claressa Shields in the same sentence because they would never be in the same sentence otherwise. And now you thinking, oh, she's banned from MVP. Like that was a personal discussion y'all were having. You were discussing her personal relationship. And then when she said, hey, worry about your own relationship, you said, I'll beat your ass right now. So that's a personal discussion y'all was having. How come, and she took it personal. She took it personal. So how come you talk to her about a personal thing, she take it personal, and then now all of a sudden everybody want to get her banned and arrested and locked up? But you just said that you was going to beat her ass right then. So why you was saying that? All the time you like, oh, and I'm not saying y'all should have fought, but I'm saying if you really felt like that, your first instinct would have been to hit her back, not to fall back. You know what I'm saying? If you would have hit her back, boom, they're going to break it up. But your first instinct was to fall back and get behind some men. You trying to provoke that girl. You trying to make boxing about character and the way that you look and all this type of other stuff. No, 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 no. It's not about that. It's not about that. And so when people talk about the greats, or when people talk about Claressa Shields in that wistful manner, because you gotta respect her. You know what I'm saying? When people talk about her like that, you want people to talk about you like that. But all this stuff that you adding into it don't add up. Boxing is not a package deal. You might be the total package, but like, psh, you know what I'm saying? You might be the face of it, but Claressa Shields the mind of it. Whenever you say who the best female boxer, Claressa Shields come to everybody's mind. If you came to somebody's mind, it'll only be because of your interaction and relationship to Claressa Shields and how you look. Now you might be the baddest female boxer as far as looks go, but you trying to put yourself on a level where because for some reason Claressa Shields is she's not the face of women's boxing, but she the mind of it. Like she is women's boxing for real right now. Everybody else is her undercard for real, unless you fighting her. But what my prayer and my hope is that Claressa Shields give you what you've been asking for, because you don't really want it. If you wanted it, you would have took it when she slapped you. I'm not saying y'all should have fight them, but your instinct should have been to slap her back instead of getting behind those men, calling the police. What was you saying all that for? Why was you saying, I'll whip your ass right now? Why was you saying that you would do that? And then when she slapped you, you called the police. So why was you saying that? You know what I'm saying? I'll whip your ass right now. Okay, she slapped you. And your first instinct is to fall back and get behind the men and call the police? So then if that's your instinct, why you was saying that then? Like I be trying to figure out like why people be doing stuff, like why was you saying that? You know? I hope and pray that Claressa Shields give her what she want. I hope she get on a fast or something like that and get her weight down and get that girl what she want. Cause it's like a chihuahua barking at a pit bull. That's what it is. I think she's jealous of Claressa Shields. She wanna be who you think of when it come to boxing, women's boxing. She wanna be the first one that come to your mind. She wanna be respected. It's just like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. It's like women like that, they want to be respected for more than just the way that they look. But at the same time, they always leverage in the way that they look. She want to be respected for more than the way that she look. Like a Layla Ali. She beautiful and she respected as a fighter. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she is respected as a fighter, but she ain't no Claressa Shields. All right, bye.